All right, so I was talking to you off air. Go. I was saying I have a big question for you. The question
Yep, I got
we've
my pen, got my paper.
you did get a pen and paper, great. Actually, I believe that you said you had a post-it
Or
note, which
post-it note, you're right.
which
Post-it
is
note and pen.
which is truly low budget, which I appreciate. Um, the actual, literal, like, if you were to get real specific with it, convert 100,000 schmeckles into US dollars. How much would 100,000 schmeckles be in US dollars? In your opinion. In your opinion. It's totally speculative.
All right, so when you watch the stream every like X amount of time, it's like random. It gives you like 60. So let's say over the course of an hour, maybe it gives you like 3 of those, like 180. So maybe like minimum wage is 15. Do the math. It's like 100,000 schmeckles is probably like an honest living wage, like 42,000, I think.
Okay.
42,000 USD to be specific. Like you
Oh,
could live in
that's
Ohio on that.
not a bad exchange rate. Chat, are we in agreement or disagreement here? Also, it looks like somebody's spending $42 right there, spending, or is that $4.02? $4.02 right there to the drink. Okay, here we go for 10.
Yeah, Sammy wasting absolutely no time. I mean,
You could
what
get
do we make it a minute?
You want to make it a minute? No, 10 seconds was good. I'm good. That's a good start. We don't need
No,
to.
no, 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 no. I said, did we make it a minute on
Oh,
on air before Sammy
oh, I don't think we did.
is out for blood?
100,000 points is 8.3 days of watching on average. It's like about 8.3 days straight, though, Luffy. I want to be clear about.
Another friend.
Hook, Flay, Prey, thank you for the follow. I want to be clear about. Yeah, player. Less 9. Well, Luffy is like giving handouts here. He's giving you 1 second less than me. What the heck?
Shout out Luffy for, I guess, being close to the GOAT.
Yeah. All right. So, 8.3 days straight is how many hours? I don't want to fucking do that math, crew. Come on. Come on. Also, 0.3 days is my brain is struggling to think about that.
Chat doesn't seem to be the biggest fans of mathematics.
Chat is not. Oh, there's 10. Thank God.
All right.
Well, thanks for following anyway. Bongle, don't math, please. Okay, you know what? Screw you. Okay, I can math fine. I just didn't want to. Okay, there is no way. How many minutes is that? 200 hours total? 10. What? I gotta do math and do this at the same time. How many minutes are there in a day? It's 1,400-ish, right? So I'm starting my 10 seconds now.
Yeah, no, I feel like there's like 750 minutes in a day. Like, you pick a small number and then you're guaranteed to be right, I think.
Well, you're right. There's at least 750 minutes in a day. That's a good call. That's a good way to play this. I'm into that. Looks like everybody is joining the lobby right now. I guess we have to talk about the giant series that's in front of us just for a minute. Player Kerbo, boom boom. Thank you for that, my big dude. Let's take a check.
Another 10?
Oh, Least Forks is a great rework of your name, by the way. Let's just check out the standings for a quick second here. Wild Moose, I think you're right. I think it was like 1,000. I think it was like 1,400. I was just kind of like spitballing. I think 1,440 is right because what is it? Just 60 times 24. So yeah, I think that's right. Because now you're just doing 4 times 60 with the. Yeah, it's got to be. You're dead on. That's exactly right. Had to carry things in my mind. Haven't done that in a while. Haven't done a lot of thinking lately. Who's against thinking? Anybody against thinking?
I'm for one against thinking. It's like too many things going on at once.
Yeah, you're right, Wild Moose. That is a much better way to do it. It's not how I did it. We got the same answer though. It looks like we do have a draft link. We're going to switch over to draft in a minute. This is the standings right here. You're looking at number 3 versus number 4. Massive game tonight for these two teams in regards to playoff possibilities. One team could secure it. Another team could nearly secure it tonight. If Serenity, Control, Alt, Deleted do win this series, they will be guaranteed into the playoffs here.
Yeah, should be a good series. Econ's been. I mean, we obviously haven't gotten a ton of streams for Econ, but the Naughty Sharks, they're dominating once again. Champions from last season, they're on top. They're already in playoffs. Looking good for the Mighty Pandas, and
Mighty
then
Pandas, I believe, are also secured. I was taking a
it
glance
would
at that
take
earlier.
it would take a big collapse, I think. I don't know exactly all the how the schedule plays out, but they should be in. And then whoever wins this series, I feel like
So
should
here's
be in
the
as well.
scenario for this series. And I'm actually going to pop back into this channel really quick. All right, let's take a look at this, right? Whoops, that's the wrong one, fam. Hang on. That was a tiny version. Let's get the big version. There it is. Okay. You play 7 games here. So they all have to play 7 games. Most of them are sitting on 5 or 6. One is sitting on 4. So Mighty Pandas being 4-1 have pretty much secured it. They would have to drop both series. And they would basically have to both be 2-0s. Because remember, the winning percentage is something that they look at next. So it's like, first, straight up, how many series have you won? Then what's your games like? So like we can see right now that in terms of games, Serenity, Control, Deleted are 8 and 7. And Nefarious, Oathbreakers are 6 and 5. So even though Nefarious have 1 less total games, they have a higher win rate in terms of percentages.
Yeah, wonderful breakdown. I do think we're about to start the draft. These guys are right on the money.
Thank you, Luffy. I'll
that's
take that
kind of
one
a
right
waste.
now. No,
That's
it's not.
like such-
No, it's not. Here's why it's not a waste. I love Luffy now. Fuck yeah, give him 10. Yeah. I love Luffy. Luffy's my favorite. That works, baby.
Just wait to see his food takes.
I want you to know I took a giant one for you because of that. And I appreciate the hell out of it.
All right, well, we didn't even make it to the draft, and I'm already down my first bottle. So I don't know. Might not be the best stream.
No, it's going to be a great stream. Sounds like you're going to be real fun tonight. Let's get Less Force real messy. Let's make a mess force tonight. Looks like Zion and Rumble being taken off. Christ. Oh my God. What is happening? Wait, you got to actually get way more. I got to get way more. All right. I'll try to cast
Okay,
while
I'll
you do
grab
all
it.
yours. Then you come back.
Hold on, I'll grab it.
Yeah, we'll switch. Okay, we got Vygar taken off the table. Misfortune, Cho'Gath taken off the table. First pick for Serenity. We're looking at it right now. Okay, I will do my 10 right now. We're waiting for him. We got to wait for this pick, too. Here we go. First pick. Coming in. I have 2 more 10s on the docket, so I got 2 more 10s. I wrote it down in a notebook.
Great pick on Diana. All right, I'm opening the second bottle.
Yeah,
20 seconds. I gotta catch up.
Do your 20s, catch up, then I'll finish mine. Okay, Diana is gonna be locked in. First big pickup here. Hook, Flay, Prey, newer follower, but also support in this game for Oathbreakers. Caitlyn gonna be locked in first. I like Caitlyn as a pick right now. I like it in the Economy League. I like it being fun. Amumu going to be picked as well. Shiny Mulai can pilot that. We also could have the possibility of that going down in the bot lane too. But if you follow these teams, you might know exactly where it's going. In case anybody's listening that's drafting, I don't want to give too much away.
Yeah, my 20 has been done. So you can go ahead and take your time. I did hear from Life, captain of the Oathbreakers, that Caitlyn is one of Ghost Warrior's signature picks in the bot lane, so they were expecting it to be banned. It got through here. We'll see where the Amumu's going as time is running out. It's going to be the Sivir answer. That it's a little scary to me because Sivir is pretty short range. Caitlyn, very long range. Kind of seems like a miserable laning phase. Let's see.
I think it's
Another
fine.
one from Pickle Hater. Who is that for? Please,
Yeah,
please
no, it's for
specify
Les.
who
It's
that
for
is.
you because I just finished mine. I'm all caught up now.
Well,
So here's what I
I'd
think.
like to see. I'd like to see Pickle
Oh,
Hater
okay.
say that.
I'm not against this recon either. You have really good engage here. Really, really fast engage. If you pop that Civ roll, you have the recon, you have the Diana finish up. I hope that either some peel is picked up or some amount of just sustain in terms of like, do we have some shields? Do we have anything we put on these guys so we can survive initial burst? Because Sivir, I actually do like that pick down to Caitlyn. I think Caitlyn usually picked with an oppressive support, someone who's a caster that could bother you, but looks like it might even be the Rel though. And you can clear those waves. So even if you are under pressure because of that oppressive range from Caitlyn, you can back up. You can clear the waves super easily. Just farm up. You don't need to get a massive lead on Sivir. You actually just need to play the game, wait for your 2-3 items, then start joining those team fights and your really utility, and then follow up damage. The Rel picked up is really big. This is a massive wombo right now for the Rel Amumu. Just one of them needs to get in on you guys. So positioning is massively key. LeBlanc taken off the table. Quinn taken off the table. Quinn is a really oppressive top laner right now, especially at the economy level. And the A-Soul going to be banned away as well. Les, you got 10 more. I don't even know why you're talking. Just start, bud. Hey, low budget, turn up your mic volume. Listen, I get pretty loud. I'm not sure you want me to turn up my
With
mic
all this
volume.
drinking we've been doing, it seems likely.
10 for Buggles this time. Pickle, what the hell?
Oh, that's 20. Let's go.
Can somebody in chat explain what's happening?
Or he has weak drinking.
Because we just don't have time to talk, so at least somebody explain to a new viewer maybe why we're going to be taking 10-second breaks every 10 seconds.
Orianna picked up stable mid laner. Xerath going to be the answer, and then the Gwen top. So a lot of AP for Serenity control at deleted. Kind of daring Nefarious to pick a tank in the top side to soak up that MR, or soak up that AP rather with the MR. Where they could use a little bit of frontline, but they could use another damage start as well. I believe it's Mango Legend in the top lane going with a Kali. That is very, very spicy.
All right, I'm caught up. I'm set. All right, and I'm good, and you're good, and we're good. This is gonna be a great cast. People are gonna like this cast. They're gonna talk about this cast for at least 30 seconds after we end it. You know?
I just got called crusty in chat. I don't know if I can say I'm doing good.
No, you're doing great. You're so good. You're crusty. Oh my god, Sammy 2-slap. I'm gonna reset Schmeckles if Sammy makes me do this all night. I'm gonna reset everybody Schmeckles, then nobody can do it to me.
Did nobody in chat inform Lachlan Live what the "it takes two" means? Chat, you had one job. I mean,
Chat.
Sammy and Luffy, you've spent like 6,000 Schmeckles already on it. You could
just tell this guy what's going on? Because he doesn't know. All right? You kind of yeah, we're ready, Mew Life, if you're listening.
All right, so it takes two. You cash it in, and you get to donate up to 10 seconds of drinking to one of the casters. Technically, I think you could give it to a viewer. I've never seen it happen, but
I'm not opposed to us doing that, by the way, because it would take the brunt off of us, and it would kind of be okay with me.
Oh, that's another 10.
God. Okay. All right. Listen, here's the deal. I'm going to hold off for a second because I'm going to make these Schmeckle bets happen. They're going to go live. Pickle Hater, I'm going to crush you into oblivion. Stop making me do this. Pickle, I'm going to put pickles all over your house.
Yeah, well, and you got another 10 from Sammy, don't forget.
Sammy's a vermin. If I were to give Sammy a one-word description of what Sammy is, it would be vermin. I want to be clear about that.
I mean, personally, like, Surgeon comes to mind.
Surgeon. And
Arsonist
kind of sounds similar.
I mean, his behavior in community chat tonight was kind of, playing with fire, much like an arsonist likes to do. You told somebody specifically, "Don't at me," and then he proceeded to at you not 3 minutes later. And how'd that work out for him?
I timed him out for a whole hour.
And I got a DM that said, "Was this you?" No, but I can't, due to the fear in my soul, I can't tell you who it was.
Oh my my goodness. All right, we got Serenity versus Nefarious. The bet is gonna go live for 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna take my 1, 2. Do I have 3 or 2? 2. 3. Wait. Jesus Christ. I think I have 3. I got 30 seconds. I'm gonna be right back. I'm gonna go grab something. And Sammy, Sammy, I'm timing you out right now before I leave. Hang on one fucking. Sammy, can you hold on one fucking second here? Sammy's done. I'm typing that in community chat. If you're reading community chat.
Yeah, Sammy's done.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Sammy's a fucking monster.
It's like for the best though.
Jesus Christ. Okay, do we have any? Oh my god, 40 when I get back. Okay, I'll be right back. Let me get like 2, 3, maybe. Hang on.
Yeah, like I was grossly underprepared for this stream. I'm already nearly through 2 bottles, and we haven't even made it to the start of game 1.
Yeah, let me try to get my girlfriend for some predictions if she's available. Hang on, because I have to go to the fridge.
But you gotta make sure to put the logos up. That's like a big.
Oh, I do
a
put
big
the logos
thing
up
for.
for her. Yeah, hang on. Let me do that. Maybe she'll be back before I am. Hang on. That's a terrible. Hang on, chat. Hang on. All right, that's accurate to the draft, so you can make your Schmeckle predictions, and it's accurate to the images. All right, be right back.
Pat, I'm not seeing enough betting. I see 5.5K. If you guys have so much to cause me and Buggle to belligerently drink, I'm certainly confident that you have enough to gamble irresponsibly. Here on, he's not even Sammy. He's not even here. Yeah, I'm gonna put some money on Serenity. I'm gonna make this a fun contest. What's it at? 8.4? Wait, I guess I should do 8,400. That would make more sense. There we go. Boom. 50. Man. You have 0 points. Well, how did that happen, Kato? And not only did you use all your points, but you went to the trash can man folk from last season and you enlisted Wet Cheetos to come in here and cash in on me too. That is where
I got big
your points have
updates.
gone.
I got big updates. 1, I should have enough for whatever it gets thrown at me. The whole pack's in here. 2, my girlfriend wants you to know that your taste in music is bad from the last cast, and that she also simultaneously is too busy watching High School Musical, the musical series, to come into this room, and 2, wants to know your favorite spooky song.
My favorite spooky. Well, first of all, do we know which High School Musical? That's a.
No, it's High
pretty...
School Musical, the musical series.
Oh.
It's not. Yeah, it's like.
Oh, it's a web. Oh, that sounds bad.
Oh, it looked bad. I want to be clear. It's probably on par with the level of entertainment that this is. I would say.
Shout out Ohio Faka for the sub, by the way. What's one of the greatest booth members? Definitely top 2 for sure.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Jack's pretty good too.
My favorite spooky song is probably the Witch Doctor. Is that what it's called?
The Witch Doctor.
Tell me more. The one where he told the Witch Doctor something about what to do, and then
so
he
you don't
said,
even know this song. I want to be really clear. You're confused.
Well, no, I know the song, but like I'm
about.
trying. I mean, I'm trying to remember the words. You know, there's a lot of like ooh ee and ooh ah ah. Some ting tanging. You know that's the one.
Yeah. No, I'm on this. I'm on par. I don't even remember what she told me it was, but she told me to make fun of whatever you said and then tell you what hers was, and I don't remember.
Monster Mash is pretty good, chat.
Yeah.
Not as good as. It's probably not called the Witch Doctor, right?
I think she said Monster something, but she didn't say Monster Mash. Monster Wine?
Well, that's like not a real thing.
I think it's because you made fun of it because it's a Zumba warm-up. So I think
all right, look, to be fair, all right, like since we're loading in real quick, if you can quickly look at your DM for 2 seconds, how am I supposed to recite those lyrics off the top of my head?
I think it's pretty easy to recite those lyrics. I don't know. This also
when I send the words in front of you, it's pretty easy.
Actually, when you type this out in chat, it looks like what somebody does when they stub their toe.
Not enough profanities, I don't think.
Yeah,
but,
I think that's the Walla Walla Bing Bang. I think that's the swears. It's just being covered up. I think it's just turned clean. I love the Rugrats. A lot of by the ways. A lot of schmeckles on Serenity. Now, Serenity technically have a greater amount of wins, but have also played a greater amount of games. This is a really big game for these two teams here. Going to be loading in just a second. Hey, who did you put your schmeckles on? Did you bet?
Well, yeah. So the vote was 8,500 to nothing in favor of Nefarious, and so I wanted to even up the stakes, and I put 8,500 on Serenity, and now I'm not
Now you
going to
look
win
like
anything.
a goddamn idiot.
I know. The sharks came out at the last second. Oh, this is what? Okay, it's all good. Sammy gave another 10 to Buggle.
What? Oh, I actually have 40 to catch up on. So if you could cast for the
So
next
50?
minute. Yep. And start casting.
All right, so take a look at the skin game. Pizza Delivery Sivir, Elite. Scorched Earth Zerath, Elite. Cafe QE's Gwen, Elite. I'm feeling pretty damn good about my pick. Oh, Serenity. It's a Rel Jungle. It's a Mumu support. Rel Jungle is definitely, it takes some practice in a team setting. I didn't actually catch the Oriana skins.
Alright, that's one.
Or I guess the rest is that Arcade Caitlyn. Not a big fan. And no skin on Rel, so this is probably a Serenity win just on skin game. We see everyone walking out towards the mid lane. Looks like Serenity. They're actually both just gonna break off into the stock standard 5-point.
Okay.
We'll see if anyone does
I'm
anything.
back.
Might be
I'm
some dancing. I got your back in.
I'm gonna time out Sammy T Slap for a year after this game. Remind me to do that. Can you time out in chat, in Twitch chat? Can I get
I know. I'm sure you can. Yeah, timeout. Ooh, good start there for Vader. Use choke. One of the MVP candidates. The booth discussed for economy.
Okay. And did you talk
It's kind
about?
of been popped off.
You talk about like MVPs that play on Stop Jocks and Roll, maybe.
Well, unfortunately, nobody from Stop Jocks and Roll made the ballot. The ballot that Val made. To be fair, I would have probably put a Spooky Man, solely in the top lane. Would have made the ballot, but
it is harder for a team that constantly rerolls positions to get onto a ballot of positions.
Yeah, I don't know how All Stars is gonna work for you guys.
We'll re-roll it.
Re-roll it.
Both junglers starting on their blue buff respectively right now, so could see some pressure into the bot lane from the Diana or pressure in the top lane from the Rel. Shiny New Life running that Rel jungle here. I want to talk about Oriana for a second. Great name. Only magical. Staying true to the name so far, at least in this series.
Better not see like a Yas or a Yon come out.
I will stop casting their game. I'll turn the stream off.
Stuck.
That's my threat.
Luffy, if you want to be on a team that rolls positions for every game,
come on in,
we
bud.
can make that happen next season.
Come on in, bud.
Ooh, early push. Cavino, Tuxino, Serenity, proving me completely wrong with my Caitlyn Sivir analysis.
I actually did not give enough respect to the name game from the side of Nefarious. I kind of really liked a lot of their names. Hook, Flay, Prey, really good name. One Hand and Only Magical Girls, also top contenders here.
Kind of weird they're not playing Yumi though.
I think that they it's hard to play Yumi in the top lane. Not impossible, just you might have to use two hands.
Let's see.
Shiny Mew Life. Rotating up to that top lane, but Gwen's already pushed in, can't make a play, just gonna go for the scuttle here.
They might look mid. I mean, with Rel jungle, you have to go for ganks. Like that's really the whole point of the pick. So Vader is kind of up, but Magical Girl's kind of low.
Yeah, we're gonna find a little bit of stun right here, proccing that red buff before hitting the Q right there too. Good damage right here, a nice stun onto Shiny Mew Life. Got some slow right there. If they have their W up, they're gonna go for it. There's a flash forward, and can they find it? Q might be able to finish. It's not gonna be enough damage, but the auto is first blood over to Rel.
Little well played there from Shiny Moon Life. Just, I mean, early game Rel, you go for the W engage. Got like 8 seconds so you can remount. Really well played. A little bit of damage coming through from the Ori as bot lane looking to go aggressive.
Yeah, a lot of damage onto Ghost right there. He has to flash away. Hook, Flay, Prey. Able to just CC and hold those people in place for a minute while his ADC could back up, but no sums left on Ghost now.
Especially with a Rakan that can snap engage super easily, gonna be a little tricky. They do have the Caitlyn E, they can back up, but definitely a little struggle for him.
Yep, gonna look for the stun right there, and they do find the Q, and the follow-up means they pick up the kill, but it's actually gonna be Rakan that gets the credit for it. Buggo, am I mad at you? No, I'm not mad at you, Sandy 2-Slap. Oh, I love you.
That's not what I heard.
Oh, I love you. I just like, you know, you're playing with fire, that's all.
Is there a reason that Sammy 2-Slap didn't play against you in your guys' series last week, by the way?
Yeah, there is.
But was he scared?
No, I unplugged his internet.
Oh.
A lot of damage
Oh,
on
went that route.
All right.
You were scared.
I was scared. Actually, I actually ended up rolling down into the bot lane, and I would have loved to play against him. It would have been really fun. I would have constantly typed in chat for him to take 10. Would have only been fair.
Another friend.
Yeah, chat, I would have questioned the summon Ares Sivir, but apparently my AD carry Zodiac told me that this is what Sivers run nowadays, and I trust his opinion more than anybody, so I'm inclined to think that it's pretty good.
Do you get a small shield for yourself if you proc your shield?
That I don't know. I don't see why you wouldn't. It's an ability, right?
It is an ability that goes onto yourself, so I wonder if that shield counts as proccing it, so you can give yourself like a shield that trades or not. Because that could matter.
Mm-hmm.
Never underestimate
Little robot
the
man.
power of
LeChance licks toes.
self-code.
You're damn right he does. You're damn right he does.
28 months of consistently saying LeChance licks toes. Ooh, big trading in the top lane.
Yeah, one hand trying to find the damage. Mango actually hitting all of that right there. Both of them are ignited. Here's my favorite part about these top laners. Neither of them took flash. They said, hey, we're in it. We're going to teleport back to this lane. We're going to kill each other. Shiny New Life looking for a Hex Flash over the wall. Then he's going to go for the W charge on in. Can they get that flip right there? They're going to find the Q first. There's the flip to follow, but only Magical Girls had backed up just to farm.
Yeah, it was a good play there from Vader to get some damage off onto the Orianna before Darrell was able to come in. So it was a little hard for Ori to follow up. Vader gets to live on, shove the wave while Orianna resets. But not the end of the world. It's actually they're ulting here just to scare Orianna a little bit.
Here comes Mango looking for something on a one hand, but it's not going to be anything there. CS lead growing down here in the bot lane. Orianna's got an advantage in the mid lane. In the jungle, it's obviously going the way of Diana, as you would expect. Top lane, it's pretty close, and one hand, if they don't die here, can definitely get back some ground on this.
Yeah, I'm definitely surprised that the Sivir is beating the Caitlyn in CS early. The Diana, obviously, this is what she's going to be good at. Early farming, getting to that 6 as quick as possible. You're not as concerned with going for ganks. You've really got to get that level 6. They're looking to play a little aggressive here, though. Direct-to-cam doesn't want to show us it.
Yeah, Direct-to-cam's like, that play is actually boring. Check out top lane where they get a couple of minions.
Yeah, like they're not even fighting up here.
Direct-to-cam wants us to watch what it wants. This is Direct-to-cam's world. We're just living in it.
There's not even a tank top though. Like I don't know. I'm not gonna question him. Don't want to
nice
get the wrath.
knock up, double knock up right there. There's the flash forward. Can they find the rest of the damage onto them? Amumu trying to get out of this one as Ghost knows they're going down. Gonna pull everybody else away. Where's the kill gonna go over? They're gonna donate that to Sivir, pick up her first kill of the game.
Big. I like the call from Mental One to donate the kill over to the Sivir, who's already gotten a little bit ahead on their own. So just really kind of like snowballing that effect. Orianna in a really weird spot.
Yeah, not a good spot to be, as everybody's gonna find her and they are gonna take her down.
And another donation.
Sivir.
Yes.
Anybody wants to donate to Sivir's Fun? There's a donation button down below. Get Sivir fed.
Get Sivir fed. As someone who put all their schmeckles that they bet this game on Serenity, I'm a big fan of this strategy. Kavino probably gonna have a crazy game. The Rakan doing pretty well himself. The Akali hasn't been able to get too much going to the top lane.
I got 10 to do. Keep going.
Oh, you got 10. Thank you, chat, for like stalling the cash-ins on me. By the way, I definitely appreciate that little bit of time to catch up. Looks like they're going for a big play onto Xerath in the mid lane. Hook, flay, prey, going for the Q to start. He's going to hit it in the no
There's the
follow-up.
shockwave. Everything's going to follow through, and they're going to pick up the kill. But it goes to Shiny Mew Life picking up second kill of the game, second kill for their team. They've got all of them.
It's not ideal. You definitely, I don't know if it was a red buff proc or what got the kill there for the Rel. You want to get that on Ori and try to, snowball your control mage. It's okay on the Rel, it's not the end of the world as they are going to go for this Rift Herald. You got the Prio on the side lanes. So they are getting something back in their pockets, but obviously perfect scenario, you get that onto the Ori.
All right, there's a play happening, but we got to talk about what 19 Steps said when they subscribed. You ever eat beans out of a waffle cone? It drips everywhere. Don't do it while you're driving. Don't do this while you're driving either. A massive engage right here. They're going to pick up one. That's a third kill here. He's able to dodge the rest of them from the Xerath ultimate. His Shiny Mew Life gets lower, a flash away, but he still could get taken down. He's able to dodge another. Can he get over the wall? He can. One hand trying to do something in the back line, but they're getting absolutely chewed out. They're going to get killed. Mango picks up the kill. 4-3 goes the score. And again, Rel picking up the kill for their side.
We're probably going to see a Rel carry angle here for the Nefarious Oathbreakers. They almost had the Rift done, which kind of stinks there. They turn off, they go for the fight. The fight goes even, but now
Shiny Mew Life is not submitting a lost objective. They are so angry right now. Oh, they're going to have to give it up. They really don't want to.
Yeah. Maybe if they're in the other Rel form, they could W over and just YOLO it. But unfortunately, the remount not going to do them much good there. Gonna be another objective, this time going over to Serenity. The Diana quietly farming pretty well here. Gonna probably path to bot. We'll see if there's a dragon fight that perhaps comes up. A lot of summoners up for both sides in the bot lane. So I would expect there to be a fight here.
I love looking at the gold right now and talking about it because it looks relatively, even saw 1k gold lead here for Serenity, but so much of that gold is on this route that it really might be more. I mean, she's sitting at 3,700, the most on their team. It's a little worrying that all that gold is on her. Like, she is making plays, she does deserve them, but it won't show that in fights. They might need the really good setup that she can bring, so she might be tanking it where she can get healthy setup, follow it with the Cursed Mummy here. Might be in trouble right now, though. Can they find the W over the wall? They do, and there's the... Oh! Solvix flashing into it. Ghost in massive trouble. Can they get away here? Trying to hold them in place, but they're going to find the engage. There's the ultimate being dropped. There's a massive pull-in. Diana doing so much damage to everybody. Big plays in response, so a flash over the wall from Orianna. Get a really clean shockwave in that fight just to protect everybody. Shiny got super low. They're going to get taken down, and the shutdown gold going over to the Diana. Can they look for another kill? They're at Lurkin.
But that's going to be another fight for Serenity, another dragon. I mean, it looked so good there for a second. That Orianna ult was absolutely massive, but unfortunately they couldn't get the kill. And then the perfectly timed stopwatch, everyone's least favorite rune, or not rune. Oh, that's not good. I already know what you're laughing about.
19 Steps is saying. That fight was crazy. I am
we didn't actually
beans all over, and I'm barely doing 90 on this freeway. Please do not eat beans out of a waffle cone on the highway. The LBLCS recommends many things. That is not one of them. That is not one of them. Les, make sure you see that 10 seconds, okay, bud?
Yep, halfway there, have to open up another bottle.
Yep, finish that last 5. Get that back end 5. Duskblade finished up for Caitlyn. Static Shiv finished up for Sivir. We've got no other... Oh, we got one Mythic finished down this Aurelia's there for the Recon, so those engages going to be even faster, and especially with that Sivir ult, they're going to have such quick engages. You have to be able to pull the trigger in response. Your Akali has to be able to find the back line, really has to look for the Xerath or for the Sivir in those fights. Only Magical Girl's finding some damage, but getting shoot out. Hook, Flay, Prey. Not going to find the bandage toss.
Alright. 10 has been done. Surely no more come through. Let's see. Yeah, I think Akali's going to have to get something going in this game. Going to have to be able to get on this back line. I mean, Rel, Orianna, Mumu probably all looking to work together and get like that massive engage off.
Yep.
But there, I don't know. There's not really a great person to team up with the Akali, so it's really on one hand to kind of like get in there on the back of probably Kavino and like do it themselves.
I think that there needs to be some gold allocated to this Orianna. She's up in CS, which is great, but like your Shockwave is the damage dealer that can like work in tandem with the combo. Might be able to find Solvix right there. Not gonna land anything though. Kavino, Takino doing some damage. But if you can get that Shockwave off, if you can do your AoE burst damage to them while they're CC'd in that moment, you can actually turn these fights. It just needs to be executed very differently. Now Shiny New Life getting caught out. A lot of damage on them. They're so tanky though. The flash over the wall keeps them alive for a little bit longer. They're actually gonna be able to find some damage onto Diana in return. And there is the kill allocation onto Orianna. Kali in the backline now though, kind of alone. Here comes an ultimate. It's gonna be blocked by Kavino Takino. Really good use of that right there. Can she get away? One hand. Gonna get knocked up. Should get destroyed. Vader used choke and found the kill. Only Magical Girls now might be in a little bit of trouble. Can they find some damage onto Solvix? They're going in a little bit too deep without it. Nice movement right there. Hook play. Prey looking for it. Finds it with the Vantage Toss. Kavino Takino just splitting damage. Another kill for Orianna. So Orianna's picked up 2 in this fight. Sivir got a kill. Caitlyn goes down. Rakan goes down. And Diana went down earlier. So junglers, bot laners, all falling here. This is what they needed, I think, on the side of Nefarious, is getting that kills onto Orianna. She finishes the Ludens.
Got the kill on the Ori, got the shutdown on the Sivir. Akali did take my advice of getting in on the backline. Unfortunately, the engage wasn't going in at the same time.
Yep.
So it still worked out in favor generally. I would say like that fight went in Nefarious's favor. Gwen did get a lot done on the top side, so the gold lead hasn't necessarily shifted a ton. But again, if like with this next drag fight, if they're able to, as there's gonna be another fight top lane.
I was reading chat too much. There's a fight in the top lane. Mango doing a lot of damage. One hand trying to be able to finish it off. Can they get one more Q down? Can they find the auto in response? And they do. One hand gets the 1v1 solo kill, and that's who you need to pop off right now. You need that Orianna big. You need that Akali to start being able to do that to the Gwen. I'm gonna read the chat. Some lunatic just passed me on the highway. Now I have baked beans all over my windshield? Question mark. I really don't recommend not only not watching the LBLCS and driving, but maybe like don't eat beans on the highway going 90 while watching the LBLCS. And definitely don't respond in a chat if you're doing that.
There's too many things going wrong there. I mean, like we're talking about beans in a cone. That's already just abhorrently disgusting. We're talking about New Life the driving while watching the LBLCS. I mean, we don't condone it. You know, the baked beans in the cone, we don't condone it.
Just
I mean,
use
I go as far as the baked
straw, it says someone.
No. See, that's what I'm talking about, Luffy. He's got like the worst food takes imaginable.
Well, I
Like,
don't know
just-
if you can talk. We talked about your food takes last time. Let's not have a whole nother combo about it. Buck, oh my god, 10 more for me. Are you kidding me, Sammy? When are you gonna run out of schmeckles, bud?
Probably never. I heard the way that he gets all these schmeckles is just by betting all in on Team Fried Chicken anytime they're on stream, and since that team wins or whatever, like, he has a decent amount. Oh, Diana looking to go in, and that's just gonna be a dead ghost border. The Zerathal coming through over the top, but then the Rel engage. Diana has to flash away, but Solvix coming in. Kavino Tocino trying to. Oh, I can't even get to that. Orianna massive engage with the ultimate, and that's going to be a 1-1 so far. I don't think that there's going to be any more kills coming out here.
You don't know this, but my stream freezed at 17:30, so most of that fight,
Oh.
they haven't seen it yet. Now they're gonna see
All
it.
right.
17:33, all the fight is happening. They're able to pick up Diana right there in the fight. A kill goes on to Orianna. And now we're at 17:40, 17:41.
All right, I'll set it 55.
Okay, we're at 45 right now. We're on our way up. We're going up. 17:50. Theras doing a good job poking here. 17:55.
Just had to give him a bit of a, like an audiobook experience, I think.
It was very much audiobooking. I like that you told me what was going to happen. I also like that my head was tilted back, like trying to... I was like spamming play, like the P button on my keyboard to see if it would unfreeze. It wasn't unfreezing.
Oh, New Life with the Hex Flash, though.
Yeah, going over the wall right there. Going to find CC onto them, and they're going to pick up that kill. Can they find another in response, or can Sivir return one right now? They're able to get one kill right there. Solvix looking for it. Ghost on the other side of these guys. but maybe slightly exposed. You don't want to be too close. You get exhausted. They're going in. He's able to dodge a bandage shots right there. Some damage in response onto Kevino. Takina right now able to dodge the Q from Diana, and this fight in this game is back and forth a little bit.
These guys have decided that laning is done. We just want to fight nonstop now. Neither team's even made an effort for this dragon, by the way. You know, like, pretty important soul. You know, Hextech, I think, would be massive for either of these teams, but they'd just rather just, you know, team fight over and over again, and, like, respect to them for that.
Okay, we had another sub. Really important. Hey, it's the guy from the baked bean and the waffle cone shop. Our lawyers are saying that we do not condone consuming our products while watching LBLCS. Driving is fine, though.
Underestimate the power of
Like, with the baked beans in a cone?
Yeah, it's fine to... Like, I think that's actually the reason. And obviously August, not December. Correct me if I'm wrong. But the original idea was to have a drippy, wet cone filled with baked beans to eat in one hand while you drive with the other. Oh my God!
Oh, steal!
Simmer just stole that right there. And now they're all in fight. They're able to find the shockwave in response. Rel's gonna get a couple of them locked up right there. Can anyone help her fight these guys? Akali's into the fight, but it might be too late. Serenity's starting to clean up. They're able to take the dragon already. Can they take more? Oh my God! One hand is disgusting. You should see what happens when they play with both. That's a double kill.
Good on Akali for salvaging that fight with the TP, but absolutely massive steal from Kevino with the Sivir. I think it was the Sivir Q just over the wall. I guess just able to catch Life off guard there. They're able to steal the dragon. They get the massive team fight. And although the team fight, I mean, it still went in the favor of Serenity, and they got the steal. That's absolutely massive. One hand in a little bit of trouble.
One hand might have to leave. A lot of bouncing blades starting to slice him down. Oh. Bitter Use Choke took it to assert dominance.
Another awful comment from Luffy. What if I take my beans in a cup like boba in a drink? That's...
I actually think it's fine. I think that's fine to do. Make sure that you're driving while watching the LBLCS while you do it. That's all good.
Are beans an acceptable substitute for boba?
Is
that what you're saying?
I'm saying that it's fine. It's fine to do new stuff, like drink boba tea, but with
I like what
beans.
costs, right?
Yeah. Listen, be you, be different, man. Also, watch the LBLCS while you drive. Go 90 on the freeway with a cone full of baked beans. Do those things. Do them loudly and proudly.
Not legal advice.
One hand, finding some damage, but now all three are right there, able to escape for a second. Hook, Flay, Prey, taking a good bit of damage right now. Does get charmed. Massive Recon ult's gonna find all three. Hook, Flay, Prey trying to flash away. Mumu finding the bandage shots to get a little bit further. Shiny Mew out. Life now taking damage. Teleport coming in. Looks like Orianna gonna join this one. Caitlyn might try to join from the side. They're actually gonna see. There's the trap that goes down. Look at them spread this damage out right now. One more auto. He misses it. Can he find the rest of the damage? Can he get it? He gets stunned up. And the Dust Blade keeps him safe from the rest of the damage that Xerath was about to drop. But this game is mighty close right now.
This game is just non-stop action. I gotta shout out Hook, Flay, Prey for the absolute giant brain play that they just made. They go in for the engage. They stop the Diana, the Rakan from going all in. And then they queue to the Rift so that they could survive. You know, as a former support player, I gotta recognize game when it comes up. So shout out to Hook, Flay, Prey for making a smart play.
Yeah, Hook, Flay, Prey, definitely a big player. Going that Radiant Virtues are just trying to stay with the team with those ultimates, keeping everybody healthy. Orianna fully off the ground right now with the 4-1 and 5, and finally Caitlyn is on the board with that kill they got in his Xerath. So coming to life a little bit here, although they're still down 3K.
Have you cashed in the 10 seconds that Sammy gave you a little bit ago?
Jesus fucking Christ, no.
Doesn't sound like it.
Hang on. All right, you say words now. I'll do this.
I say words. Thankfully, I don't think anything's going to happen here in the next 10 seconds. Caitlyn's just going to farm up the mid lane. We take a look at the items here with Dragon coming up in a little over a minute and a half. Ori's at 2 items. Akali working towards that second item. Caitlyn feels a little bit behind the pace as Sivir went for the second item, Black Cleaver. I'm no AD carry player, but I don't know if I've ever seen a Sivir go Black Cleaver, so I'm all ears from chat as to the tech on that one. Diana also pretty strong. Ooh, one hand going in.
Yeah, they're finding Mango right now. Mango Legends taking a lot of damage, but there's a massive fight in the mid lane. They're able to pick up the kill down in the bot lane. Can they pick up more? Hookflay Frey gonna find the bandage toss. Can they find more damage? They do. That's the ultimate from Caitlyn finding one. Now they've got to dodge. Only magical girls. They have to get away from these ultimates. There's the engage right now from Diana. Ghost drop super low. Will they get taken down? A really good shield from Orianna to keep them alive. It's 15-15 as a 3-for-1 just happens, but can they chase them down? The heal getting dropped from Ghost to get away from this.
These fights, they are slowly getting the game in favor, or going back in favor of Nefarious. The gold lead is decreasing. The fights are kind of going even-ish every time. This dragon fight's gonna be insane. Diana has the flash. Rakan has the flash.
Last.
And
we both have 10 seconds. There's probably 10 seconds of no fighting. Are you ready?
Let's go.
Go. And we're
Akali's
good.
in trouble. Right on time.
Akali is in trouble. They are not going to get knocked up, though. A lot of damage going on to them right here. They're in a 4v1. They're getting that distance to try to escape. The flash, they're trying to engage, but they use that second R to get over the wall, and they stay alive. Rel's on the other side of the map. They might just be sacking this one. They're saying, let's go for Baron. A teleport going in to respond right now. They're trying to trade objectives. Akali is teleported away. Omumu's still kind of in the vicinity. His job might be to slow them down. You want to stop the onslaught of them coming in. Looks like he's rejoining his team here. Is this a Dragon for Baron trade? They know what's going on. They're calling for retreats. There's the ultimate from Xerath as the rest of the team's going to push in. Baron should reset, so they should only lose the Dragon. See if they end up losing the Baron as well. The other team might just start it here. Hook, Flay, Prey sticking around. They see that they actually are on it. Akali is already back. Doesn't have the teleport. They use it to get here the first time. Shiny Mew Life might go in. They have a Shockwave combo they could go for here. Are they going to put
I think they're gonna flip
the ball
it.
on her? Are they going to flip it? Are they going to go for it? She's all the way in. There's some damage going to drop down them. A lot of it gets super low. Who can pick it up? Oh my god! Rel takes it. Rel takes the Baron. Now can they turn the rest of the fight? Hook like Frey has to try to run away. They've already taken down one of them. Looks like they're going to take down the second right here. But one hand is going in. Can they find it onto this backline? It's a 4v1. They pick up one right there. Diana is able to pick up another there. Magical Girl's trying to stay alive against the Diana. Diana is able to escape. It's a 4-for-1 in the end. But that one has the Baron.
4-for-1. The Baron is in favor of Nefarious, and the gold lead didn't move at all. It will move up a little bit here with this tower going down, but I mean, that Baron, I think both junglers had used Smite, and it was sitting at like 400 health, so it's just a complete flip at that point. Shout out to Mew Life, they got it. They went over with the Orianna, got the massive engage. They did get at least a kill. Gonna have to see what Orianna can do with this Baron push, though.
I am gonna say I give massive props to Mew Life because they lost the dragon, the second dragon that they were gonna get, to a Sivir Q that got thrown in. They were able to take it, and they were like, all right, I gotta buck up. Time to get one back. Takes Baron back. Gives their team a chance. They might not be able to use it super successfully, but it's so much more important that it's off the table for the other team for a little bit. Action! Looks like they're gonna get the shockwave. Looks like they're gonna get the kill. Credit going over to the Amumu. Can they find anything else here in the mid lane? There's 3 of them. Caitlyn should be joining soon. As the 4 are trying to respond to the siege. Sivir is really good at wave clear, though. That is her thing.
Gonna be hard to get this mid tower. Akali pushing in the top side. Diana going up to match. Gonna be hard to crack this. I don't know if they can get a ton else with this Baron. With the Orianna grouped up, but it's kind of what they have to do. It's just kind of the way their team
knocking down this mid tower would let you have really good pressure around the Baron area, or around the warding area. One hand could be in trouble. Mental one going all the way in on them, able to use that second R2 to get further away. There's the scanning. They're trying to find him, but now they're going all the way here in the mid lane. They know that 2 are top. There goes Solvik trying to find some really good CC under the tower. They're able to trade 1-for-1 as one hand goes golden. Now they got to get away from the Gwen. Can they try to trade any damage back in the meantime? A bombardment from the Xerath is happening. They can't find the kill in the top lane, and things are going south for the side of Nefarious.
Yeah, I mean, one hand trying their best, a Herculean effort in the top side. 1v2, they lasted way longer than I thought they were going to. Dodging and weaving. The mid lane fight, obviously, we didn't get to catch that. Just well played there from Kavino, and Vader used choke. Solvix had died. They did their job. They went in with the ultimate. Got the engage off onto the ghost border. That's gonna be a tower. That's gonna be an inhib, and that's gonna make this next dragon a little bit tougher because it is soul. As I see, I've got another 10, so I'm just gonna stop my point right then and there. Thank you, flow time.
How the hell does... It's not a mountain map. The timer is just bugged. You're absolutely right, Zelius. That's all that it is. It will show the most recent dragon prior to Hex Tech becoming the soul dragon.
Shout out to Zelius. One of
the empty box is hurting your brain. All right, we'll fill it. We'll fill it with different characters. Here's Rel. This is why there's an empty box. Here's Orianna. Go to Gwen. See, we can fill that box. Kev has allergies. Kev has allergies. Kev has allergies.
Shouldn't it be more focused on his beans and his driving?
Yeah, focus on your fucking beans, Kevin.
Oh, we're gonna see another.
I'm gonna break your brain really hard right here. We're gonna go mid-fight. I'm gonna change the camera and make you all throw up. This is what I'm gonna do.
Oh.
They're already so against it.
Oh man. Well, I have to go to the Twitch stream real quick, and as you have 10 seconds here before this, might want to get it in before this massive team fight. Oh
my god! All right. Well, here's the angle you can cast from. Are you ready? Here we go.
And Serenity is just gonna try and burn this dragon. Akali and Orianna both double TPing in. Mulife going in for the steal. It's gonna be CC, and that's a massive rel engage. The Orianna shockwave. That's 2-3 down right away. And one hit going onto the backline, going on for the Silver. Kavino Tuxino gets hit by the E. They're gonna back off, and that's gonna be another objective for for Nefarious. What a crazy fight! Vader Yushchok is able to stop the base from the Akali. Gonna look for the kill, not gonna be able to. And I think that's your 10 seconds.
Yeah, and there's that use of the Wombo combo coming into like full fruition right there. Massive shockwave, massive Rel and Mumu plays there. They're able to pick up the dragon, stall out that soul, right? They were on soul point. Oh, Ghost might be in trouble. Getting poked out a little bit.
They gotta be careful. They're
so
close to dying. I mean, and Baron's coming up. You cannot die before the Baron. Otherwise, that's just such a massive benefit to Serenity. Kind of handing over the objective at that point. So they're going to reset. They're going to walk out towards that top side. What an insane play from Mulife and Magical Girls. This Orianna is incredibly strong.
Couple of things. Reckless Gopher. Couldn't. You guys started too early. I didn't get out of my class until 8:20ish, so I couldn't have casted your game.
They know that we're big Hork Up fans, though.
Yeah, you know that we Hork Up. Come on, we started that one, you know? You know that we love
damage.
You. Really big. The Rabba's finished for the Orianna. I mean, these shockwaves are going to crush. We get to level 3 hype train, then Trad can try cast. I'll let if we get to a level 3 hype train, Trad can say 3 full sentences on stream. That's what I'll allow.
Sammy,
10 more?
You're gonna get banned. This poor guy.
Listen, buddy, there's a point where what you're doing is illegal. It's just poison at this point. I will do it the rest of the night, but I just want you to know that it is my life.
You should feel bad about yourself a little bit.
I just want you to know it's my life you're playing with. That's all I want you to think
about.
Well,
like, as a surgeon, I think he's just trying to like line his pockets. I
don't even blame him. That's smart. That's good business. The Magical Girls find some damage. One taking a little bit. The Baron does get procs to some damage in response, and actually they're just going to start it up with it. There's supers in the base. Caitlyn's all the way back to deal with them right now. Akali up in the top lane. Can they go over the wall? Can they look for something here? The shockwave combo is online, but are they going to choose to go over the wall? Down to 5,000. It's continuing to drop. More damage spread out from him. Gonna get stunned. He flashes over the wall. He's gonna go all the way in. The shockwave finds one. That's Mercado go down. Rel picks up another Baron, and they hang on to the game. Can the rest of the fight go their way? Everybody is here to deal with it. They're able to chunk out Vader. Use choke. Can they find the kill? That's a kill for Caitlyn. That's a kill for Orianna as well. Onto the Diana, and all of a sudden, Nefarious are holding on to the game.
Cavino able to walk that out. You got to stop going for these objectives. That's the second time. I mean, it was heads up from Solvix to like try to W over the wall, knock up the rail, and then they were gonna look to burn that dragon or the Baron. But just better play from you, Life. They flash over. They have the Orianna ball on them. They get the damage off. Diana had to back up, and then that's just another steal. And that's the dragon coming up in a minute and a half. That fight should be in favor of Nefarious, and the gold has now completely swung in the other way. I see I have another 10, which, like, by the way, I'm just going to say Kato is, like, living vicariously through his teammates. He's having them spend their schmeckles on it. Not sure if I appreciate it.
It's a good strat, I'm not going to lie. It's well thought out. It's being executed well. Ghost trying to take this tower. They are able to get at the teleport to make sure that they're safe in numbers to do so. 24 to 25 here at the 34-minute marker. An absolute banger of game one. I told you this was going to be a hunk fest, and it has been. And they try to get out right here. There's the ultimate from Solvix. Can they find some people? That's 3 people getting stunned up, but a massive shockwave's going to find 4 in the back. Solvix trying to delay them up front, but that's 1 going down. Heading for the hills as they're trying to keep everybody at bay. Menta 1 might get found by one hand right here as a little bit of damage from the Akali comes out.
Econ games are just kind of the best games. I think we all know that these can just be banger after banger. One hand in some trouble, gonna back off.
A lot of damage going on to them right now. If they had stepped in, Vader's choke might have even fallen to it. Collector on that Caitlyn with the Axie Mark, just looking for those ultimate resets. Ultimate damage as well. Ori actually kind of nutty. I agree. You can't ban out all the magical girls, but I might be taking this one off the table game 2, regardless of how it turns out here.
Yeah, for sure. Oh, Diana, this is
not
your red buff.
Something. There's some CC, and there's enough damage to follow and kill them all. Now Mango could be in some trouble. They're going to get killed. That's a double kill. 2 kills here for the Caitlyn. As they're pushing in through the jungle, you can only play where you can see. It's unsafe to go into Fog of War because an Ori ball will be waiting for you.
Yeah, that's going to be the 3rd Drake over to Nefarious, and all of a sudden, we're going to be looking at a 40-minute Dragon Soul. Not something you see every game. I will say in favor of Serenity, they do have more damage to the enemy base. So all it takes is one good team fight, and you can run it up mid lane and probably end the game. But they have to, as Solvix look to go in.
Can they hit anybody here? They can't, and now Cavino Taquino's gonna get almost taken out. This is their last second right there to stay alive, but now 2 are off the table. Diana's still down for 4.
Vader's in trouble.
Choke, walks right into a trap. Here's the response from the whole team, and they pick up the kill. Looks like Nefarious.
They might be able to end.
Can end right here. 2 are alive. Don't count these 2 out yet. 20 seconds on the recon. This should be cut and dry, but if you can take out somebody like Ghost in the backline, if you can take out somebody like Magical Girls, you have a chance here. You just have to do it in one moment in the burst. They have no minions. They have to wait. This stalling is massive.
Yeah, luckily for Serenity, the wave's going to come up in time for Recon to come up with their big engage, for Sivir to come back on the map.
Yeah, they're saying don't risk it. They're saying don't risk it. Don't push right here. They're going to have just bought, right? They do have a 6k gold lead right now on the side of Nefarious, but if you don't hit your wombo, it is still a problem.
Yeah.
Oh, Menta 1. Finding enemies in their jungle is going to get hit up and CC'd.
Man, the team fighting just over and over again in this game has been insane. I wouldn't be surprised if we see like another Rel, another Mumu, another. I mean, the Diana has had some crazy engages too, and I think Rakan's played pretty well. I mean, 1 and 9 would suggest otherwise, but like I think the engages have been.
Out of 24 kills that your team has, you're involved in 22 out of those 24 kills. I mean, you are part of this team fully and solely, and they're going to find another little bit of CC right now onto one hand. Can they try to stay around and make sure that they're being marked? They're looking for Vader use choke. They could be in a little bit deep as Cavino Taquino takes a lot of damage right there, and the E's going to connect. They're looking for the second arc, and they find the damage to finish them off. They should be able to, but they have the GA, and now one hand is gone. Menta 1 picks up that kill. They're looking for more, peppering some damage in with those ultimates. Caitlyn's going to do the same in response. Goes for it, taking a lot of damage, trying to do some return damage onto the Diana right now. She looks like she's trying to go in, finds the ultimate, is not able to flash flash away in time, though. She goes down. Running for the hills with the rest of the team. There's the curse, the sad mummy onto 4. There's the shockwave onto 3 of them. That's a triple kill for the Orianna, and they should be able to clean this up and end game 1.
It was a good pick on the one hand, but just again the team fighting strength of the Nefarious Oathbreakers coming through large. They got, I mean, a Mumu can probably just tank this tower, but they're gonna wait for the minion wave. They're gonna play it slow. They're no rush, and that's gonna be a clean, very hard fought game 1 for Nefarious.
Here's what I'll say: neither of these teams are gonna back down. This game was 39 minutes long, 25-36, and Nefarious take it. Also, I think, did we miss any takes 2 to tangos? Or we?
I didn't miss any for me. I know that the 10 from flow time was the last one that I had to cash in.
Oh my God, Sammy
so-
won his bet too. Are you kidding me?
Oh, that's just
It's
more
a joke.
It takes twos to be cashed in on a variety of people.
I
You
got
know,
a
it
whole
could
pack.
be-
I'm gonna need to get more. I want to be really clear
Yeah,
about this.
I'm like literally gonna have to go to the second fridge and get some more drinks. I was not prepared for this cast.
All right, so here's the deal. Trad, are you ready? Here's the deal. I'm gonna pull in Trad,
Oh god.
and Trad can
Let's-
talk while we reset. Okay?
I'm so game.
Okay, Trad, listen, buddy. Here's the thing. Okay? This is your moment. Don't blow it. You know what I mean? Like, come in here, talk about something everybody at the LBLCS likes. I'll be back in 1. Trad's gonna solo cast for about 10 seconds while we reset here, because we are deplenished of our resources. We have no more. All right, Chad, here's your moment. I'm gonna go over it with you live here, Chad. You're here on the cast. Don't talk yet. Hang on 1 second. Don't freak out. Don't get too excited. We gotta reset. This is your job right now. Okay, entertain the crowd. We'll be right back.
I believe in you, Trad.
Thank you, Buggle, for that intro. Guys, LBLCS is the greatest league in the world, right? We all know this, okay? Hear me out. Instead of sending LCS seeds, we send best LCS teams, okay? I'm cooking. Right. So we would send, let's see, who's first in commercial? What up? Let's see. Okay. Okay, guys, we're sending Past Prime to Worlds, Lost Cause, and Gritty for God. That's who we're sending to Worlds, guys. It's that simple. Probably better than contracts, though. What else? Who do you think is going to win this series? I think Serenity is going to win it personally, but I don't know. What do you guys?
All right, I'm back. What did you talk about, Chad? What did you talk about? Give me a
worry
recap
about
so I
it.
know where we're at. What do we don't worry about? Did you say something bad?
No.
You tell everybody how
Okay.
tall I actually am, because that would be bad.
What? You're 6'4", obviously.
Not even close to 6 inches tall. I'm pocket size, baby.
I mean, the profile picture, it makes sense.
It makes sense.
But LBLCS should replace the LCS seeds at Worlds. So
I agree.
we should have who do we have going? We should have Past Prime, Lost Cause, and Gritty for God. And Naughty Boys would be the 4th seed, which I think would be very interesting going against EU. Naughty Boys versus Team BDS, who would win?
Okay, so I'm all on board with this take. I'm not against it. What else did we get into? We get into any other topics? It looks like Bear TV is either lying about something you did or you're in a lot of trouble. I don't know which one it is.
No, I didn't say a slur.
Did you say anything about? Okay, before you go, because I'm gonna let you go for this one. But I want to get your take on something really important, Chad. How do you
Okay.
feel about baked beans in a cone, like a waffle cone, in one hand while you're driving about 90 miles per hour on the freeway?
It has potential.
It has potential, ladies and gentlemen.
It's definitely an idea.
You know what? Trad kind of 3 for 3 tonight. Thank you, Trad.
It's my honor.
All right, Trad finally got on a TriCast Lust Force. I'm not sure if you're back. We need to join their next lobby. I've kind of been slacking and telling them that I was going to get more things. Now I've gotten them, and I realized that I didn't communicate that to their teams.
Well, I came back at the perfect time. I was listening. I greatly enjoyed everything that Trad had to say. One of the core members of Team Volatility, BYOB this season, very eloquently put on the cast. Missed it dearly that I wasn't here for it. But yeah, we did not tell the other teams that we were
Well, hang on. Let's see
getting
if
a
we can get in.
restock.
See if we can get. Oh, there is room
Wait.
for me. I got in. You and
I
you.
I feel like that's the 10 that I took. Was that not the 10 that I took, Kato? I feel like I took a float time 10 seconds. I mean, I'll
bring me back. He says, okay, for the caster compliment, I'll bring him back for the caster compliment. All right, here you go.
to Bear TV. You gotta give a compliment.
Say a good thing about
Hey.
Bear TV. Go ahead.
Bear, he's one of the best players in. I think he plays in commercial. I don't know.
Oh my
he's-
god, this is so funny.
What if-
Oh my god, Trad, I love that response so much. You don't even know who you're talking about. I mean, I guess they're good. I don't know what league they're in, but yeah, whatever.
He's in commercial, right?
He is, yeah.
What a
Yeah,
Gangplank player.
Oh my god.
He's a great jungler or whatever.
A lot of or whatever's
I just
here.
said he played Gangplank and you said jungler.
You can't play jungle now.
No way. Okay, I have 20 to cash it on. I can't keep interrupting the cash a compliment.
But Bear, you're very handsome.
Okay.
You're very good at League.
Okay.
If there was someone that could replace Lust Force, it would be you.
Whoa.
I
Okay.
guess maybe. I don't know.
All right. I'm not. You know what? Pretty good, Trad. Pretty good.
I know.
Thank you. Guys, we might have to get Trad on for like a real cast at some point. Maybe we get like a
Oh.
hype train 6 or 7. We'll do that.
I am so no, Trad cannot take a drink. He is a minor. Gotta snip that one in the bud real quick.
You gotta take it for him then.
Oh,
You gotta buck up, bud.
Actually, are we really against that? Okay.
Yeah, no,
well,
we are. We're actually gonna publicly say that we're against that. Even I'm gonna go as far as do that.
Yeah, that's fair. Sip the apple juice for that one. Oh,
Give him
poor.
some apple juice. They did just select to switch sides here, so Serenity are gonna take the red side this game.
Yeah, I like how Trad has infiltrated the game. By the way, yeah, I don't really have anything else to say about that.
Yeah, no, you don't have to say something about everything, you know.
10 for Buggle. I mean, you've got 10 seconds to not say anything.
Jesus fucking Christ! All right, here's what I'll do. I'll give the payouts
Wait,
while
actually,
I'm doing
oh,
this.
actually, Lachlan Live did say 10 for you then, Buggle.
Fuck, so
So
I gotta do
that's
20
like
now?
20, I think.
Oh my. Okay. All right. Here we go.
Oh, a certain moderator who shall not be named may have just issued a timeout for someone. We see the Vagar band say the same. We see Zaya Rumble. I feel like these were all bands we saw last time. We'll see if maybe like the Ori gets taken off the table. We'll see if I think that the Ori was super impactful. I think that the Diana was pretty good. And there's the Oriana ban. I would have been surprised if they had left that up. Early pick here. Last time we saw them pick Caitlyn and Mumu, if I recall. I imagine we see a jungler here for Nefarious.
Hey, it's gonna be the Kaisa. Let me tell you about Kaisa in commercial. Champion is almost 100% pick ban rate across all three. This is down in economy, so it has trickled down. This is trickle down economics into economy here of Kaisa being almost picked all of the time or banned all of the time. First picked here on blue side. They deem it the most valuable first pick for their team.
Kaisa is in fact a pick that I would like to see less. it's not that Kai'Sa's not interesting to watch. It's more so just like we've seen it so often at this point. As the Maokai gonna get picked. Another, I think I've seen Solvix play Maokai support actually. So this could go support, could go mid, jungle, probably not mid. Could go top. A lot of flexibility. I feel like we probably see an 80 carry come out. Kavino had a really good game on the Sivir. We'll see if they look to go that route or if they do something different this time, and they're actually just going to go back on the Sivir.
I totally agree with that pick. I don't think it was a problem. I think it was good. I think how they played those team fights around the Wombo was something they had to be cognizant of. They took the Ori off the table here, so that's really good for them. I also like that Nefarious Oathbreakers realized that on the red side, it's a lot easier to pick a solo laner and then give it 2 safety bans. So they took out the Asol as well and the Vigar from the mid laner here on the side of Serenity. The Braum going to follow up with the Kai'Sa.
Braum, I do think can go pretty well with the Kai'Sa. And based on how both these teams wanted to play last game, I think Braum is a pretty good pick. Both teams want to engage really heavily. Braum is really good at disengage, and then there's the Sejuani, which kind of masks the lack of engage that Braum provides. I will say that Braum always feels better as like an answer into something a team does rather than like you pick it early. So it might steer Serenity in a different direction, and that is going to be Maokai support with the Kindred in the jungle.
Yeah, I actually really like Kindred jungle, and here's why. What we saw tempo-wise out of these two teams, we saw Serenity have a really dominating early game and not have the late game pressure that they needed to close it out. Yes, because of 2 Baron steals, basically. But if you disregard that for a second, those 2 Baron steals were also something that happened because of the comps and what Rel is able to do. Get into the pit, survive for a long time. Have burst from Orianna. Have backup from a team that has Wombo. Right? Now you've got something that does have late game that is literally anti-Wombo. You're saying, hey, we're not going to get fooled by anything like that again, right?
Yeah, no fooling. I have another 10 seconds to cash from Kato, so 1 second here.
Yeah, you take your 10. Take your 10. Another 10, by the way. So add 10. Whoever you were, add 10 to that. Okay? Like, we have the Gwen being taken off the table and the Akali. So both top laners respecting each other after that one. It's going to be a Malphite locked in. Hopefully we get a high damage mid laner. They're saving that full counter pick for the mid laner of Serenity. So Vader used Choke, going to be able to pick what they play with here. In response, Kai'Sa, Braum, Sejuani going to be matched with the final 2. Might be looking for a bruisery top laner here. You have your true tanks. You have really good peel. You have really good engage. If you can play something that can have really substantial split or be really dominant in a lane, that would be great. I don't know what that was. Diana.
Well, that confuses me because that could be a mid lane Diana. That could be a solo lane Sedge. I do think it's tough. I mean, Malphite is such a good blind pick.
I think
it's
Silas,
really hard to beat this game early. Silas would be insane.
Silas, actually, chat already said Aatrox, Silence, GG easy. I think Silas would be a massive pick, especially in response to that Malphite. If you have that insane engage, that you can do with it, it is going to be the set instead. Pretty similar though, going for the Dunkaroo. Can also pull people out of the Kindred ultimate very easily. So I actually really like that pick as well. So Diana's set gonna go in. They also have different damage profiles, so good combination there.
And those pair pretty well with the Sejuani. Both are melee. Both are able to proc the passive. I do think Diana mid is a little risky. If you go against something that can kind of go tit for tat with it, is we're gonna see a 0 second. Okay, well now I'm just all kinds of confused.
Okay, hold on.
Might be a Shyvana top, Malphite mid.
It might be a Shyvana top, Malphite mid. Yes. It also might be anything. So here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna open up a long bet for us here in the Schmeckle world because I don't know what the hell's happening. It could totally be Shyvana top, Malphite mid. It could be anything though. I mean, looking at this, I'm thinking it's gotta be Shyvana top, Malphite mid. But I've been fooled. I've been fooled live here on cast. I'm not gonna call my shot. Malphite support, Maokai top, full AP Shiv mid, Kindred ADC, Shiv jungle. If that's it, Lil Deer, I will give you the LBLCS. I will grant it to you.
I'm pretty confident that this is a Sivir 80 carry, and that is about all that I'm confident in.
That's the only one. Actually, that's it. Full stop. That's the only one I'm confident in. We are gonna have Nefarious on the blue
that
side.
suggestion from Lil Deer, looking like the LBLCS in-house as we would run, where just anything could go anywhere. I feel like the chances of that are quite slim.
We're gonna find out in just 1 second.
Well, not just 1 second. It's gonna be several.
You're right,
I would say.
You're right. As someone who's been counting up to 10 a lot tonight, I should have known it's probably gonna be at least 10 seconds here.
I mean, even up to 40.
True. At one point, yeah. 20K.
Surely that'll stop now.
Oh, Nefarious. Oh, by the way, Nefarious on the bottom there. Ignore those. If you were watching earlier, you should know what's up. But left and gotta switch those here. They're not on the right side. I'm gonna go back to this other scene really quick for you, so that you're not fooled. This is the teams.
The Shiv pick was so wild that I dropped my beans while scooping them out of my glove compartment. So are we implying that you're like stopped now? Like hopefully you're not cleaning out your glove compartment while operating
driving.
a moving vehicle.
He cleans it out while driving.
Yeah, that seems ill-advised. I mean, maybe if you're driving like a Tesla and have a little bit of cruise control, even then probably still a terrible idea.
Shyvana top, Kindred jungle. It's not as crazy as we thought. We could have called it out earlier. We were just nervous.
Whoa. Surely this is just a bait hover. I don't know. He's holding it for a long time.
I love what White Ninja said, by the way. They're my team, and I still don't know what it is for the draft. Is awesome. I love that.
Did you love what Sammy Two Slap said?
God damn it. Yeah, I love you too, Sammy. Piece of shit. All right, let me take my time. Here we go.
That had to be expensive. If you modded your glove compartment to be a bean warmer, I feel like that's not cheap. That's like a pretty specialized like function. Like you can't just go to like your normal like AutoZone and get them to make that modification.
To be clear, Les, I don't think he went to AutoZone. I think he went to like a bean shop.
You think a bean shop is qualified to operate on cars? I feel like it's much more likely.
I think this is off the books. I don't think this was legal. I think he did an
illegal operation.
Yeah, an illegal operation for a bean warmer in the glove compartment. All right, that's what I think.
I feel like it's much more reasonable for a car, an auto shop to dabble nefariously in bean operations, rather than a bean shop operating in the auto sector.
People
I don't know.
Fucking misunderestimate the power of a bean shop. That's all I'm saying. But look at how many people are in this call right now with us, right? Look at all these people in the chat. A lot of them have been talking about beans in waffle cones while going 90 on the freeway. We gotta respect that the bean business is on the up and up. All right?
Certainly had nowhere to go but up. I feel like I haven't heard about beans in...
Certainly had nowhere to go but up. Anyone who's a fucking bean person out there, Les Force is your enemy, man. He's anti-bean.
I'll square up with any bean lovers. I don't know. I think the bean, like, what is there to like, right? It's just like, objectively, as someone who doesn't eat beans, like, they just seem pretty unappealing. They're like squishy and they're like chewy and like just gross looking.
World's in 3D. They get it. Diamond hands on bean stock. I don't even know if there's a bean stock out there. And if there is, can the LBLCS start investing in the bean stock? Also, beanstalk is a thing from like a bunch of fairy tales. Like this is so much going on with my brain right now. I'm thinking about beanstalks. I'm thinking about beanstalks. I'm talking about growing up as tall as a beanstalk for a beanstalk in the investment world. So that's a beanstalk. You're talking about everything that it is.
Ooh, I'm waiting to see where Trad goes up. Well, that doesn't really clear things up, Trad. He said Buggle is and then a smiley face. I think
it's clear.
Doesn't really.
If you guys counted up all the 10 seconds, we know what I am right now. What are you hearing? Are you hearing fucking smart stuff, Trad? You're hearing smart guy talk, all right? This is beanstalk
What?
talk, all right, bud?
Yeah, I mean, this is what, like college educations get you or something.
I'm smart as
Business
shit.
school. What?
I'm real
What are your thoughts
smart.
on we had this talk earlier.
Huh?
Well, hold on, never mind. We're just gonna have to answer this question from Luffy, and you're gonna have to answer this one because obviously I haven't had a banana. How often do you pair mayonnaise with bananas,
How often do I do it?
or like
Not fucking
you
once. I
or
haven't fucking done
anybody?
it once.
Is there anybody out there in the world that's not Luffy
No,
93
stop,
that has
Trad.
paired?
Stop. You do not dip it. You do not dip it. Do you dip it, Trad? You dip bananas in mayo? Is this who you are? Is this who you want to be? When you were a
This
little...
is why.
No, wait, give me. I don't know how... We know Trad's a minor, but listen. When you were a little baby boy and somebody asked you, what do you want to be when you grow up? You said, I want to be a guy who dips bananas in mayo. And did people clap when you said that? Like, where is this coming from? Do you drizzle the mayo? Oh my... Trad's not allowed to come back on the cast, period.
Yeah, this is why the Tridecast can't happen because awful food takes such as mayonnaise and bananas come to the picture. I think maybe Trad and Luffy should exchange some DMs about their bad food takes. This is the same guy who made a spam chocolate
Trad's
chip
right.
cookie.
Trad's right. They did say beans out of a cone were good. Damn it, Trad. All right, you're on thin ice, though. You're on thin ice for the banana thing, bud. All right.
Fun fact: did you know that I'm one of only 2 people on Ev Dingus's friends list under the thin ice? Like they have like the categories.
Yeah, do you want to talk about mine?
Well, I've it's something about like it's like cops and robbers or
Yeah, it's basically like I have a very clear jail zone for people. So if I'm ever casting and you accidentally see your name in the jail zone, you know why you're there. Oh, God, now Banana Man's here talking about it. Luffy, I don't want to know that. Luffy, there's things you
please.
never tell people. That's one of the
Stop.
things you just never, like, just go to the grave. Go to the grave with that knowledge. You know what I mean? Like, you don't need to tell people that you do that. You get on some weird list if you do that, dude. We never have a real discussion off season because it can't be on season because it's actually so distracting. My brain hurts. Off season, chat. We need to have a talk about food because I'm not sure if it's a mental health thing, so we're just kind of doing whatever we want with food. But I think we need to get Zebra in here. We need to get God, who's the other absolute handsome hunk that posts in the channel all the time?
linoleum.
Linoleum definitely needs to get in here. There's
I
one more.
see. I'm just
Ferrex
way
or
too
wait,
large.
what's their name? What's
Yeah,
their name?
Aphra. Yeah,
Yes.
Ferrex.
They need to get in here. We try cast with them just about food and about how you shouldn't do whatever everyone else is doing. Because no, we don't need a surgeon. Maybe to get the banana mayo out of people's gut. Actually, Sammy, maybe to get that out of people. Jesus. I'm all up in arms about everything right now. I gotta
Man,
do a
luckily
coriander
for
fill
you.
up too.
Yeah, luckily for you, we're about to get into the game, so you can get heated about what we're gonna see. This Malphite mid seems kind of spicy. The phase rush on Sejuani seems kind of spicy. Ghost Border on Kaisa, they didn't have the best game on, or they didn't have the early game they were looking for on the Kaisa last, or the Caitlyn last time. Kaisa's a little bit different speed, kind of gets, be a little more aggressive coming by yourself. Trad, I don't think that casting in chat is the move.
You're also like not lined up. I guess you would be because you'd be watching at the same time someone else is watching it. Like not everyone's Twitch streams is perfect.
Can
It's
you
like
just imagine like him typing out the
4-second
play-by-play of what's happening in the moment? So many errors.
God, okay. All right, here we go. We're live in this one. This game matters. It matters more for Nefarious, I think, statistically. Like Nefarious is in a position where they only have 3 wins, so they need to get a 4th to make sure that playoffs are a real and true option. Okay, for the side of Serenity, they'll lock a playoff spot if they can manage to get a win here because they'll be knocking another player down a peg. So really big if Nef can 2-0. will give them a much greater chance to get into playoffs.
I do really like this pairing, by the way. Braum Sejuani. Early in the season, this was something that my team was practicing. You get the double passive procs, but they're walking into a trap here.
Solvix setting it up. They're doing a lot of damage onto them right now, but they're just going to trade for a little bit here. Can they actually reply? Look at this Ghost Border going all the way forward. Hook play prey trying to find it. A nice isolated Q means so much damage onto Solvix, and a plan that has now gone a little bit wrong as here comes Ghost Border trying to find more damage onto Kavino Takino, but a lot of minion damage. They do so much this early. There's the cleanse out of the Sivir as well. This is economy. We are off to the races. Mango in one hand going absolutely crazy. You know, of all the champions to pick, Set is the one that makes the least sense for the name One Hand. Like one of the few that definitely punches with both.
Yeah, not the most accurate. Set going in for the punches with the E pullback.
Good at
trading. Oh, and we saw this last game, right? I mean, these guys just. It seemed like every time their ults were up, they were just looking to scrap, looking to kill each other. Didn't ever actually like fully get all the way, but this game's already been so scrappy, and we're not even 3 minutes in.
Yeah, there goes a root. Solvix finding big damage on a Ghost. The Ignite is down. The Exhaust to reply. Trying to flash away and stay alive is Hook, Flay, Prey. Trying to get away, but a lot of damage back on the Solvix. Can they finish it off? Kavino Tokino trying to go in and protect his ally, but first blood goes over to Braum, and Nefarious are off and running.
Kavino saw blood in his eyes, saw the opportunity as Vader Yushok maybe in some trouble. Actually gonna get the better end of that trade, but not have any mana. They saw the blood, they had the blood in their eyes, they went for the double kill. Unfortunately, the Braum slow kind of ruined those plans, and that's the first blood over to over to the Braum.
And they might be able to finish up the kill right now. Actually, they're not in range for the last. Both mid laners burning their flash. This Malphite stays alive.
Yeah, as the Diana, you want to get that early kill, because this can be so hard to kill this Malphite as the game goes on, assuming that they go like tank. I mean, I think in Econ we have seen AP Malphite come out in the mid lane.
We've seen it.
So I wouldn't be surprised if Vader Yushok went that route. But it still can be hard to kill.
It's
for the
gotta
Diana.
be a conversation ahead of time, though. Like, the Arcane Comment means they could do anything. But we do see that it's not going to be the AP Shiv in the top lane. They're going to go that tank Shiv on hit damage here. So being bruisery, Haymaker not connecting with the true damage up in the top lane. So you know you'll have a bruiser up in the top lane. You know you'll have Solvix being pretty tanky on that on the Maokai. I think Malphite has free range to do whatever they need to do. One hand, gonna find some more damage onto Mango. Are they gonna be able to hit this Haymaker here? A lot of damage coming out. There's the Haymaker. That's gonna be enough damage as One Hand picks up the solo kill up in the top lane.
One hand using two, massive Haymaker. Didn't even have to go for the Stylish Flash. Just utilizing that strength that Set has with the repeated Qs. That's going to be a big kill. We didn't get to see that last game. There was a lot of fighting, but not necessarily any solos. But, oh, Vader Yushok coming up on the cleanup.
Should be able to finish up this kill, but Flash still available. Haymaker doing a little bit right there. Can they get away here? They can't. Malphite picks up a kill.
Deciding to save the Flash for the next fight with the Shyvana, I think realistically, even if Set flashes away there, probably still gets ran down because Malphite has the Q, has the Comet, so it's probably a solid call to just save that Flash.
I
get the
like
damage
it
off
too because I think on Set, and obviously anybody else can correct me if I'm wrong, but I think that you actually want to flash aggressively here. You want to look to make a play either with the Haymaker, find a flash ultimate onto the right person. So knowing that you want to save it for big plays is good. And you're also like, okay, I'm going to give Malphite some gold. It's not the end of the world. We saw what only Magical Girls could do last game.
Yeah, as Lil Deer very well put it in the chat, no flash to escape, only flash for damage. Also in the chat, Sammy Two Slap trying to make sure that
Jesus
you didn't
Christ.
forget.
Yeah, I saw it, but you know what? I gotta go get more, which is actually the big problem, which means, like, I just want to be really clear, this is unsafe levels right now of Buggle. This is like, we're reaching,
it's like that the one cast we did last season. I can't remember.
Yeah.
I can't remember what game it was, but there was one where you almost like were out for the count, I think.
Yeah, we're reaching those levels, so just be aware. Hey, Goptatsu, what's going on? All right, be right back, bud.
Be right back. All right, I We'll tag in here. Hopefully we don't see any fighting. Kindred in the bot area. I don't know. They haven't been able to get a mark yet, which is a little unfortunate. The direct-to-cam kind of letting us down here. Can't tell if... All right, so that was their first mark, which is good. Solvic's looking to go and engage here. Mental One trying to walk down. They're going to try and knock the Braum back, and that's going to be a lot of damage coming through. But the Braum passive doing work there for Ghost Border. They're both supports going to be able to walk this one out, and that is no kills in the bot lane. Gonna be a little tough to go for Dragon. I feel like that would have been the call for Serenity. They're gonna still walk over there. A little bit of damage coming off in the mid lane. A big level discrepancy in the top side. Level 7 to level 5. Not quite sure how that happened after that kill we saw top side. The Dragon is gonna be started up. No 6s on the junglers. There's the level 6 for Shyvana. Big wave to catch. Direct to Cam wants us to see this and not the massive fight on the bot side. Solvix is super low. You gotta be so careful. There's a flash. The flash from the Q. Ghost Warrior getting knocked into the team, but huge from Hook Play Prey. He's going with the E, but that's gonna be a kill over to Serenity. They're going to back this off, and I think Nefarious just have to walk this one back, but they're actually going to contest the Drake. They're going to continue. Diana has a big engage opportunity, and there's the deck in second E, and that the Dragon's going to be taken by Serenity, but the kills go over to the Nefarious Oathbreakers. They're looking on the Vader use choke. Has no mana. Sejuani with the passive and the Braum. That's going to be another kill. 5-2 goes the scoreline for Nefarious, but Mountain Dragon into the hands of Serenity.
All right, I came back at a good moment. Sammy, I've done your 10. Dragon was taken, but massive kills. Every single person on the side of Nefarious has 1 kill. Kindred picked up a kill right there, but Kindred stack check. Let's get a check on that right now. Only got 1 stack in this game so far. Herald is being taken, should be finished up in just a second, and it is. Mango Legend also on the other side of this fight. Not going to look to try to get the sandwich because Set is also here. Mango deciding not to go for it, though.
Yeah, Kindred probably eyeing up that Raptor pit right now, trying to, you know, because Kindred is such a, like, snowball pick. You have to get those early marks. Otherwise, you're just not getting that full benefit out of the champ. So you got to be kind of aggressive with your pathing. Try and, like, pick your spots and get those marks. They're actually just going to be cleared up to their top side. Maybe they're looking for a play on the Set, get your passive, or, you know, pick him as your mark. Yeah, things definitely going well for Nefarious here early.
Yeah, unlike game 1, where Nefarious had a really rough early game, got a strong early game here in game 2. They did take game 1 after a long, hard fight.
When they're going top.
Up the top lane, a lot of damage onto them. Can Mento One finish them off? They're gonna get dropped. That's a lot of damage in response. They pick up 1 kill. Now Mango trying to just poke these guys down. They get hit by that right there. Now can One Hand just find the damage to finish them off? 1 more auto attack should be enough for Mango. That's gonna be a 1 for 2 in the end. And I believe Kindred will get their stack right there as Solvix fights down here in the bot lane. Braum's gonna help find a stun right there. A massive ultimate in response means Solvix should be going down. 1 more auto attack should do it, and they are dead. Vino Taquino not going to get stunned up, but Nefarious starting to run away with this one a little bit.
Nefarious off to a super strong early game. That is a mark on the Kindred, so that is 2. But I mean, the fight top side goes their favor. The fight bot side goes their favor. Maokai's still level 5, and so much of the value of Maokai's support is in that 6, you know, being able to, you know, either engage or disengage. And so it's kind of tough for Solvix right now. We've seen a lot of good games from Solvix, but they're just behind in the level department this time. Mental One
Does find
trying to
someone
catch
right
up.
here. Yeah, can get the slow on them. Trying to do a little bit more.
But that slow is just so obnoxious from the Braum. Just cannot avoid it. Think you have to slow the game down here if you are Serenity. You have a really good, like a clear identity on how you want to play. Kindred and Sivir can both scale up really well. Shyvana can be a late game monster if they're able to get ahead. And then Malphite and Maokai are just always going to provide value, as
Another friend.
Malphite is going the AP build we were talking about.
Thank you so much for the follow. You can join our Denny's up in Vermont. Go around back, knock on the dumpster 3 times. As for Todd, he'll bring you unlimited pancakes. Only Magical Girl's doing a lot of damage to Vader on Choke, who is going AP, by the way. I'm not sure if you discussed that while I was gone, but see the AP build coming in for the Malphite as One Hand getting even more plates top. Look at how much gold they have. A nice haymaker onto them as well. They're sitting at 4,500. Shyvana barely at 3,500 here. 1K
What a
up.
Chad. Literally, the Shyvana's just smacking him in the face. One Hand doesn't care. He's gonna get that tower plate. He's gonna get it demolished, and he's gonna walk out. Malphite TP in mid, looking to save that minion. We're gonna have a dragon come up in a minute. I think Serenity should give this up. Rift Tower being popped by.
Yeah, this could be good plates right here. They are going to get this full charge off right now, which means they get the double plate gold.
I'll
Onto
go
the
to
sedge right there.
Sejuani,
One Hand
though.
doing a lot of damage on a Mango right now. This could be a massive haymaker if they are able to find it. They have to be careful with how they're positioning themselves. They're going to run away with that ultimate. Haymaker does get dropped, and the damage not finding Mango, but clearing the wave.
Not the worst there for Serenity. You're able to get the set ult. You're able to survive. Shyvana can recharge the Fury or whichever. Courage. It's one of those words. It's not actual mana or energy.
Grit.
Set's not gonna have that cooldown. Grit. I think that's set. I'm almost positive.
That is
Oh,
set.
all
A lot of damage right now. Massive ultimate though from Solvix. Pushes somebody under tower, but does get stunned up as well. Nice ultimate there from Braum. Means they pick up the kill. And now Ghost going all the way on Kavino Taquino, but I think they might go down a flash away in time, and the heal means they stay alive. Massive play from Ghost.
The aggression coming out from Nefarious. That's going to be a 2-0 in the bot lane. That's going to be more plates topside. That's going to be a dragon most likely. They're maybe looking mid lane, but I don't think you have the numbers for this Serenity.
Game 1, we saw only Magical Girls put on the carry pants. Now Ghost is wearing them. Looking really strong at 4-1-1. Has big shutdown gold on them though.
They do have a lot of shutdown, and I mean Malphite, obviously Shyvana, those can both really easily get in onto an ID carry, especially with like the AP variety. So they do have to play careful. Now this game is far from over, but yeah, I mean the fights are obviously going in favor of Nefarious. I don't see how they can test this dragon if you're Serenity. I think you try and set up for the
You have to get a
Rift
pick
Herald.
ahead of time. You have to maybe get lucky that you don't get immediately engaged on. I think you can definitely
Diana's
get a
in kill
pick.
range.
Vaders can still do a lot of damage here with the ultimate. Looks like they're going to try to find Kavino Taquino down here in the bot lane, though. A lot of damage getting dropped onto him, and he's immediately gone. It's a pick the wrong way, as Nefarious are now going to set up for Drake.
Yes, they're gonna set up for the Drake. They should get it. I mean, at best, you're looking at a 3v4, which is not the ideal numbers you're looking for. I mean, both top laners have TP, but that still doesn't lead to an advantage.
You
so they're just gonna
got
walk this
first
one
dragon, so you are stalling the game a little bit just by making sure that you're able to take the first mountain Drake. They are able to pick up the second Drake. We're going to see which soul we get. Looks like it is going to be the Cloud.
Ooh, there's a TP bot lane coming in from behind. The Diana actually just gonna, I guess, look to. They thought maybe a fight was coming out. It didn't end up happening. So just a quick reset back onto the map.
As Vader pushes out the mid lane, one hand shoving into Mango here as well. Shiny Mew Life gonna find something. They're looking for all of the damage. Malphite has to use his ultimate to get out. He does stay alive, so a trade of ultimates, and Malphite has to escape. One hand wants to knock down this tower, and they're going to do so. Charging up everything they've got. Gonna look for a big haymaker in just a couple seconds, but there's the ultimate from Shyvana back down to the bot lane. There's another fight. Ghost Border getting even lower. Can Kavino Taquino pick up this kill right now? A lot of damage onto him. That's a massive shutdown gold right there. Now up in the top lane. One hand finds the solo kill. In the end, gold advantage traded to the side of Serenity, but Zek getting big.
Well, you gotta be careful here if you're Kindred. I think Diana probably wants this. They're actually gonna have to walk it out.
They have friends
They're in a weak
though.
spot.
They know they're not winning
Yep.
this fight with everybody there. Vader picks up the kill. Okay, there's a couple of routes now. You have Night Harvester finish on the Malphite. You just got another kill onto him. You can start to get big. Kindred, let's check the stacks on them. Up to 3 now. We need to get to that 4, then to that 7 point. We need to get the big breaking points here for this Kindred.
Ooh, one hand might be up a little too far.
Might be up just as far as he wants. That's a mad lad. Can he find the damage onto these guys? 3 men are surrounding. They're all closing in, and one hand is getting blown up. He's going to try to find the haymaker on Mental when he can't quite do it, which means he will be going down. As long as they can chase him out, and they can, Mental One's going to pick up that kill.
The kill goes over, but the stack, they were still had their passive on Kaisa. So no fourth stack there for the Kindred. The mark is on the Raptors, which Diana is taking, and that's just heads up from Nefarious. Kindred is so telegraphed; they're always going to want to go and get those marks. So, kind of having to adapt your game to make sure you're denying those from the Kindred.
Yep.
Really heads up, I think, taking away his camps on the other side. Again, you're just putting Mental One just that much farther behind. Really like the Braum soloing the blue here.
Yeah, Braum starting up that blue up, making sure they can try to put some pressure on. There are wards, though. Malphite wants to go over the wall right here. He wants to try to find Ghost. He has the damage. We're going to do so much to him, but he can't find that ultimate quite yet. For the top lane, Mental One's able to take the scuttle. Malphite going to chase these guys out of the bot lane, and Diana's pushing a big wave mid.
Yeah, there's no objectives on the map for a couple minutes, so I would expect we see a little bit of a slower game. Maybe Nefarious keep looking for the picks. Like they've been able to catch Cavino out in the side lane a couple times. They're moving him mid now though, so maybe it'll be a little bit harder to catch him slipping. Ghost Border really strong. Obviously set as a monster in the top lane. Shyvana is having a hard time dealing with him 1v1, and I mean, Set's a champ that, almost encourages, 1v2s, so they're gonna have to find a solution up there.
You have to find solutions everywhere. Set most gold in the game, followed by that Kaisa, so definitely going to look at what they could try to do in terms of these team fights. I think Malphite's going to have the job of trying to take out. Okay, one hand in very deep, massive ultimate, huge haymaker, gonna find a lot of damage onto them. Try to stay inside of that Kindred ult because this might be what can save them. They're able to heal up and stay alive for a little bit longer. Mental One taking a lot of damage though. The rest of the people are here. He's gonna find a two-man knockup with that ultimate. Can they finish off Ghost? They're looking for one hand. A massive haymaker is gonna find three of them. Can they trade for more? Ghost is able to take down Vader. Solvix finds one hand. They're gonna find some more right there. This is a double kill for Ghost. Diana's still pushing in the bot, as three of them charge against three in the mid lane. The 2-for-1 so far. Only Set has fallen for the side of Nefarious.
That was so close there. Obviously, it's a 5v4, Diana in the side lane, but even still, Serenity was like 100 health away from killing another two people there.
Oh,
from
they're gonna go right
Serenity's
in, try to find some damage
this.
on a Shiny New Life, and there's a lot coming out from Mental One. Can they finish it off? Ghost now in trouble. Ghost might go down for the massive block from Braum. Keeps him alive for a second longer. They're able to pick up the kill though. Mental One goes into their pocket. They've got a little more
the
gold.
Diana flank.
Diana wants to find them all. There's the all in. There's the ultimate. But Solvix actually lives through the first part of it. Not the second part, though, as they're going to flash in. That's a double kill for Diana. Can they find more? One hand is returned to the fight. They're going in. They're going to find the dunk on them. The haymaker's going to be enough. Look at one hand go to town.
I feel like we just saw the Set ultimate, like not even a minute ago. What is that cooldown? Diana, we're not even done yet.
Yeah, he's going to go in. He's going to find another haymaker right here. He's going to find a kill. He's going to put the pressure onto Mago Legends. You thought this game was going to be a Kaisa show. Guess what? It's Set's realm.
That is now a almost 3-level ahead Set. Oh, it's another massive haymaker. Rift's going to crash. The objective bounties are live. That's going to be another dragon into the pockets of Nefarious, and yeah, this Set's a problem. Diana's a problem. Kaisa's for sure a problem, but this Set, I think killed Kindred from like half health with that haymaker.
Yeah, totally massive plays. Both when Set was alive the first time, and then again when Set was alive the second time. In that fight, making sure their team can play, doing everything they can to give their team an advantage. Massive ult is gonna miss. Kai is going to reply with theirs. Mental One trying to get away now. Shining New Life doing a lot of damage on them. Takino is here. Can they chew it down? The Sejuani as 4 are around. Here comes Set. This is what they wanted. They said, give me them all on a line. Dropping the haymaker. Ghost Border coming all the way in. And they are going to clean up this fight as Kaisa finds a double kill.
Yeah, you have to find those spots when you're down, kind of like Serenity are right now. You had the opportunity. It was just Set and Sejuani, but the reinforcements just come in a little bit quicker. The Kaisa can obviously ult from a million miles away. That's going to be the double kill. That's going to be the top or the mid tower. Solvik's going in.
Solvik's doing some good CC right there. So only Magical Girl drops very low. Malphite wants to find something. He's going to find the Diana. That's a kill for them. Trying to hold on to this base for a little bit longer as they're trying to find some more. One hand now coming in, though. He's going to find some. It's a 2 for 0 in this fight so far. Can they find the people on the back line? One hand wants to fight. Wants to find the Haymaker, but a nice shield block right there from Kavino to Kino. They're able to trade 3 for 1 in the end as Set does eventually fall.
The gold, obviously there was some good shutdowns. You got one on the Kindred, you got one on the Sivir, and they're looking like they're gonna go for the Baron. I kind of like the call. You're down, probably quite a bit. You're feeling like your back's against the wall, and so this is kind of a YOLO call. Hopefully they get that.
I like it.
Trinket in the back.
They just killed 3. They had good ideas about where everybody else was. They say, hey, they're not near us. If they are near us, they got to come in outmatched and outnumbered. They should be able to finish this up. They just need to get it in time. I don't see a Braum Seal coming. They get the extra gold for getting it. They have Baron. They can hang on to this game. They need to get a little bit later. They need more stacks on Kindred. They need 5 more minutes to just stall out this game to get closer with these items.
Yeah, I think that having that Baron is going to do wonders for Serenity, just to take it away from Nefarious. I think if Nefarious got the Baron and they got a good team fight, that's game over. That's series over. But now Serenity can catch the gold. They have Sivir who can clear waves pretty easily. You've got the Malphite who should be pretty safe against anybody. I think this is a solid spot for him. I think you give up this next dragon though. I just don't think it's worth fighting. It's a cloud drag, not even the soul. But you just have to get those small picks like you did there in that last fight.
Vader used choke is scary for people like Kaisa, for people like Diana when they're low. The burst is there, but for one hand, they like it. They want to be up in this lane. The poke isn't enough. Tough matchup for Vader to do anything.
Yeah, Ghost Border, I think thankfully they've been mercifully able to avoid. Malphite has just chosen to not ult the Kaisa yet. Diana has not had the same fate, unfortunately. I think a couple of their deaths have been due to just Malphite fully nuking him. But Ghost Border could be in danger at any moment. You got the Night Harvester. Looks like he's going for maybe a Shadow Flame on Malphite. I'm not too familiar with AP Malphite build, so chat might have to enlighten me.
I can help you out. You build mostly AP.
Thank you.
That's it. It kind of just works. It's just in the stats. You build AP and then you do damage. If you need any more help, less forced, you can find me at LBLCS. All right.
I mean, as somebody who's only allowed to play tank junglers, I would know what damage is. Vader used to gonna shove out the mid lane, try to deny this push using the Baron minions, trying to just keep those towers up. They're shoving out top. I kind of would have liked keeping Shyvana topside here, and you're trying to get that objective bounty, because I just don't know. If it's a straight 5-on-5, I feel like
flash forward, they're looking for something at massive It's gonna hit on the mental one. Now they're looking for more damage. They were able to get away, but they had to burn their flash. Trying to find the reply. There's Shiny Moonlight hitting a big ultimate. Mango trying to back up with the rest of the team. Everybody trying to converge around this spot. Summoners were dropped, ultimates were dropped, and Dragons up in 12.
The Kindred R was saved though, and that is maybe the most impactful ult in this game right now. So it's huge that Mental One kept that. Vader is resetting, walking on the map. They're going to be hunting Ghost Border with their ult. The flash is almost back up. Malphite are coming through.
Yeah, Solvik's dropping the ultimate. Mental One trying to do some damage on the hook. Play pretty much perfect game so far. Shiny New Life going in. A lot of damage now. Mango's on the back line, but only Magical Girls is going as deep as they can. Can they finish off Ghost? Nice ultimate from the Kindred right there as Mango goes down on the backside. Hook, Prey is able to flash over the wall to save their life.
One hand from behind though.
Yeah, he is all the way in. Kavino to Kino, you are in trouble. There's a lot of damage coming down on you. Can you get away from the Haymaker in time? Looks like they're gonna pick up one to flash forward. They're gonna find another, but Kaisa gets dropped on the backside. Vader trying to do as much damage as they can. They're not gonna be able to clean up the rest of this fight. They get taken down. It's a 4-for-1. Solvik's the only one alive, and Dragon will go the way of Nefarious.
Yeah, Vader's choke having to walk out there. I don't know. I think they were hoping they could hold on to the TP, but just by the time they're able to get to the fight, Cavino had died on the Sivir, Mental One had died. As they tried their best. They had some good looks. One hand getting shoved into the tower. He doesn't care.
He wants to fight him. Wants to slap around. Mango's in the area. I will say, someone in chat said that fight goes differently if the goal difference wasn't so big. That's what I say all the time when I'm losing. I say that fight's totally different if I was full build. One of my go-tos. But the other thing I want to say is that fight's different if they track Set coming back. If they had enough vision in their jungle and they were able to see Set coming back, they wouldn't have been caught out like that. Because what really messed up that fight was just Set coming into that fight and being a disruptor, putting everybody off balance, forcing ultimates to have to get dropped, and then all of a sudden, Set's just 1v3ing and everybody else can focus down the Malphite. So knowing where he is really important, because he gets behind you and he drops a tank on your carries, that fight's over.
Yeah, I mean, despite the gold lead, like the first half of that fight went pretty solid for Serenity. They went 1 for 1, and it wasn't until after the fact that things kind of didn't go their way. So I too am a believer in the cope angle you were mentioning. I think you got a Baron coming up, and I feel like this is something that Serenity can't give up. Rather than just like a random dragon on the map. If you give the Baron, I think it's gonna be really hard to kind of hold off this push. But that's just where it comes down to, like, how do you defend?
The other thing is you don't have to get it. Like, you could just find a pick back up. Nobody has to go for it. You don't have to play for it. You can just be like, hey, we're not flipping here. So setting up enough vision where they can't safely get it or being in the vicinity for long enough. Set is really pushing quickly, though. You have to have somebody match him soon. It shouldn't be the Malphite. Chat is calling for it not to be the Malphite. Like, somebody is going to be heading that way. It's the Malphite that's going to match. It means they don't have him for that fight. They don't have that ultimate, and they're looking to engage right here. Hook, Flay, Prey. Shiny New Life, trying to find something. There's some ultimates being dropped right there. They're finding a lot of damage. The Braum knocking everybody up, and Sivir finds 1 kill. But Set over in the back end should be able to get everything. See, this is the pick. They got 1 kill. They need to back up and lead because Vader can't hold this.
Now it's gonna be an inhibitor at the least. I mean, you have 5 people coming in. The Avengers are collapsing on one hand, but Nefarious is just going over to the Baron.
One hand wants to be attacked like this. He's begging for a giant haymaker onto them. He wants to hit it. It's all he wants. He just wanted that piece of dopamine on a Mental One. Doesn't find a kill, but his team finds Baron.
Yeah, I guess Serenity was probably not expecting the immediate rotation over to the Baron. They thought they got the jungler, they could, go get the top laner and then maybe go for the Baron afterwards, but good play there, just super well, good macro from Nefarious.
I will say,
they get the Baron.
If you're not gonna have Baron on one player, it's Set. It's the best person to not have Baron on. So
because we already see him, nobody can hold him one-on-one, without the Baron.
Yeah.
So
make it even harder to deal with the split push that he's got going on. That Oathbreakers putting in so much work. The Sterix has been massive. Being able to get the Gore Drinker off a couple times in those fights. He'll be able to take the mid tower here, I think.
Vader ult out though afterwards.
Shouldn't be sacking his life, but he might be asked to flash, then ult. Both flash and ult down now for Malphite as they're going to push down here in the mid.
Not having the flash is going to be big. They're just going to snowball this down. And ooh, Vader got stopped on the base too. That's not great.
6 stacks now for Mental One. Set not in this fight yet. Don't have to worry about it, but it looks like 3v3 here in the mid lane. They're going to drop the ultimates onto Cavino. Cavino drops super low. He stays alive for a little bit longer, but he is going to go down eventually. The teleport in for Set means they're all here. And Nefarious are cleaning house with them right now. They should be able to take this series in two. Vader used Choke, the last one alive, getting it flash queued by Hook, Flay, Prey, who has not died this game. Absolute stud, an absolute incredible performance from this Braum. Might make me eat my words. Nope, it's not going to die to the tower. I wasn't quite sure there. They were going to go down. But who is going to go down? Serenity, Control, Alt deleted, going to be taken down in 2 by Nefarious Gaming.
Yeah, I mean, Nefarious looking really good here. Heading into playoffs, that should secure them most likely a playoff spot.
There's scenarios.
They're gonna have that. Yeah, they're gonna have the tiebreaker over Serenity, which is really big.
Yep.
So their chances are looking really good, and I think they have to. I mean, they looked really good. I mean, obviously, game one was such a barn burner, and then this time it was just more of like from the get go. Nefarious had their foot on the gas, so they showed they can do it both ways, and that's pretty scary. Looking from the outside.
Yeah, look at that set damage too. I mean, one hand is a problem. That person is a monster, right? We talked about imagine if they could play with both of their hands, they would be even more crazy. The Akali performance was really good. The set performance was even better. They were the split push monster. They needed to be. Interview one hand is a shout out from one hand, by the way. One hand trying to get on the interview. It's actually super late for me. I threw this stream together last minute for you guys, so we'll put it up on YouTube. But I don't have time for a longer interview here. Maybe we can get an LBLCS representative to give you a little interview in the press. Maybe come on the booth or something for a big interview. But I'll tell you what, absolute stud, absolute massive performance out of you tonight. Really good stuff. Let's first, you got anything you want to say about economy, about these two teams, about what you think?
I mean, like I said, I think Nefarious is definitely, for my money, they're the biggest threat to the Naughty Sharks that I've seen. I think as far as the series, I mean, I'm really glad that we kind of slowed down after the draft of game one and then game one itself. I didn't know if we were gonna make it through this cast. Yeah, thankfully, maybe Sammy's wallet's got a little a little light.
I think we thinned
Wasn't
them
able to
out.
cash it on you. Yeah.
Listen, if you
And
weren't
then
watching and you're tuning in now because your game just finished, the first 40 minutes of this is pretty rough. I think we went through a case each.
yeah, it was thankfully Kato and the trash can men left at some point. They had to go, and so I couldn't get cashed in on. Sammy was still trying his best with you, but um yeah, I mean, awesome series. I think Serenity looked really good, especially game one. They proved they can go toe to toe with anybody. So
Before we go,
even though, go ahead.
before we sign off, MVP of the series. I want yours. I want to see if I agree with it.
My MVP of the series, I think that the easy pick. No, I'm gonna have to go with. I am blanking
I
on the
want you.
name. This
I
is
want you to think game
well,
one. I want you to think
I
back
need
to
to look
game
at the
one.
roster.
I want you to think
I
about the Baron steals. I want you to think about the massive plays from the support. I want you to think about Ghost holding their own and then popping off game two. This team had so many players that could have been MVP. In your opinion, honestly, who is MVP?
I think I'm gonna go with Hook Flay Prey. I mean, that second game they didn't die at all. Played really good disengage into like the Malphite, into the Maokai. They were blocking the R's. And then that game one, just like on the Amumu, they were the unsung hero of those Baron seals because every time the Rel goes in with the Orianna, and that's the flashy part. But the part that you don't see is the Amumu, going in tandem, wrecking havoc. They had a lot of CC that just stalled out what Serenity wanted to do. And you could give it to Life for the steals. You could give it to Oriana, Magical Girls for that insane Oriana performance game one.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna give it to Hook Flay Prey. Recognize the support when they have a good game.
I'm gonna back you. I'm gonna say game recognized game. Really good plays out of the Braum, out of the Amumu. I don't know what else they're doing vocally for their team, right? We never really know those details too much. I'm gonna say if you're looking at game two team fighting performances or individual fighting performances, one hand has it hands down, but I think Hook Flay Prey being that constant person you could rely on in this series for the side of Nefarious gets my MVP as well. Everybody, I hope you have a fantastic evening. Thank you guys for all the subs. Or Trad, thank you for coming on for a few moments. Make sure you be nice to everybody in chat. Don't be a jerk. I see you in there. I have all of the power in the world to remove you from existence. And thanks to all the bit givers and the what was it? Beans in waffle cones eaters. Thank you. Yeah, this video's gonna go up on Twitch, be up on YouTube. You can watch it back, bud. Have a good night, guys.
Yep.